Transgender Sussex paramedic says patients refuse her help. Nothing says owning the libs like dying, apparently. Wow, incredible, huh? Special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel and supporting my content. How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to another subreddit video. You're gonna have to excuse the fact that my war paint is identical to the last video. I may or may not be recording this on the same day to save time, because I realized that next weekend I'm not gonna have time to record because I'm going away on the Sunday, so I'm recording in advance again. So all of the preparation that I did in the last two videos to make small and easy videos so that I didn't have to edit much over my birthday, guess I'll die. We're gonna take a look at r/facepalm today. You guys know what it is. Let's take a look. Texas police lieutenant says cops were reluctant to engage gunmen because they could have been shot. So the police officers whose responsibility is to protect and serve the people who are meant to stop elementary school children from being shot didn't stop those elementary school children from being shot because they could have been shot. Did you know that in 2022 more children have been shot in the US than police officers? Just gonna let that sink in. Oh my god, look at what socialism has done to my beautiful country. It's preserved our ancient history, given us healthcare, and our money is worth more than the US dollar. It's so horrible. Really? Why are thousands of people from your country hopping the border to come into the US? Italy? Are you okay, sir? You know, Italy, famous for being one of America's bordering countries. But if you're gonna reply with something like this, okay, if you're gonna go, oh yeah, so why are there so many immigrants from your country hopping the border? At least take, I don't know, 10 seconds to Google the flag. The Uvalde mum who escaped police interference and even handcuffs to run into the school and save her children from a mass shooter says Texas law enforcement threatened her with a probation violation if she talked about her story to the media. So not only did the Uvalde police not enter the school because they might have been shot, but when a mum did it instead of them, did their job for them to rescue her children, they threatened her to not talk about it. Now here's the thing. All of the claims made by the Uvalde police over the shooting have been so easily refuted, and it's become really clear how much they're making up to save their own butts. And the concerning thing about that is how many things in the past do you think the police have covered up and then it's just gone by? People have been arrested and the police just went, but we had to. Shootings that have gone unchecked because they happen a lot. Police killings gone unchecked. There's probably a lot of cases where the police just shrug it off, and there hasn't been other evidence to show that they've just shrugged it off when really the police were at fault. I think that's a concerning thing. And when people say, hey, defund the police and put those funds elsewhere, you really got to question what the police are actually using those funds on.
And I would like to say that I am sick and tired of the left-wing media and, frankly, people in this room today spreading misinformation about Wayne LaPierre. Whenever there's a mass shooting, they all say that Wayne LaPierre isn't doing enough to stop these mass shootings, and even implying that Wayne LaPierre has played a part in making it easier for these shooters to get guns, to get weapons.
A very valid claim.
You heard it after Las Vegas. You heard it after Pulse nightclub in Orlando. You heard it after Columbine. You heard it after Parkland. You heard it after Virginia Tech. You heard it after Sandy Hook. You heard it after El Paso. You heard it after Buffalo. You kept hearing that Wayne LaPierre isn't doing enough. And frankly, that's not true. The NRA, under Wayne LaPierre's leadership, has provided thoughts and prayers to the victims and their families. And maybe these mass shootings would stop happening if we all thought a little bit more and we prayed a little bit more. So I'm asking everyone in this room to think, to pray. Give your thoughts and your prayers and your thoughts and your prayers and your prayers and your thoughts. And if we give enough of these thoughts and these prayers, these mass shootings will stop. So I want to thank you.
Wow. Okay, I've never seen a greater bail than, we don't need to do anything about these mass shootings because if we just give our thoughts and prayers, they'll go away. There is nothing more right-wing than burying your head in the sand and pretending like it doesn't exist. I swear. Dude, Lapierre is doing so much. He's giving his thoughts and prayers. He's paying off right-wing politicians to make no changes to gun laws so that it's easier for people to get guns, but he's giving his thoughts and prayers. So really, he's playing his part. Oh my gosh, it's actually a joke. Like, I've seen so many left-wing memes where they make jokes about the thoughts and prayers stuff. It's an ongoing joke, and this dude unironically stood up live and went, the NRA's doing a lot, you guys. They're giving their thoughts and prayers. That's more than anyone else is doing. Oh boy. Oh boy. NRA's Wayne Lapierre right to bear arms is not bestowed by man, but granted by God to all Americans as our American birthright. Show me. Point to the verse in the Bible. I'll wait. Because, you know, it's really, really common throughout Christianity, throughout both the Old and New Testament, for American birthrights to come up. America is just, you know, it's where the whole Bible takes place. There is no greater American than Jesus Christ. Something I've actually seen in a video, by the way, guys. I can't remember which video it is, but someone claimed that. It's actually laughable how dumb these people are. It's actually laughable, but also terrifying considering the control they have over American politics. Listen, bear spray does not work like bug spray. We would like to not have to say that again. Why did they have to say it in the first place? I need context. I need the story. What was the bug? Like, was it like a fly or a mosquito? And someone was like, oh geez. Maybe if it was like a tarantula or someone, and someone was like, bug spray is not gonna do that. I need something bigger. Just fills their house with bear spray. I like this one. This is a good facepalm. This one's funny. Oh, I'm also getting delirious. I'm so warm. I have to close my window because my neighbors are loud as hell, like all the damn time. They're in their gardens blasting music. Like no one wants to have a peaceful Sunday. So I've had to close my window, but it is summer and we have no air conditioning or any way to cool down houses in the UK other than closing windows. And our houses are built to insulate heat. So, oh boy, it gets warm. So in the future, I may have to start opening my window for videos because I'll just die. I will laugh in the face of any person who lines up to get the monkeypox vaccine because stupid is funny. You're right, Candace. Stupid is funny. That's why you've appeared in numerous videos. The vaccine for monkeypox is the smallpox vaccine, which successfully eradicated a disease that killed 300 million people since 1900. It was one of mankind's greatest achievements, comparable to going to the moon, which Candace also believes never happened. Candace Owens has a large platform and it's one of the scariest things. People like Candace can get such huge voices spewing uneducated, misinformed, deliberately malicious misinformation all over the internet with no consequence. In fact, less than no consequence because they get rewarded to do it. People like Candace Owens, Lauren Boebert, Marjorie Taylor Greene, all of those people get rewarded to spew toxic, uninformed, incorrect, malicious information all over the internet, and it's awful. It's really awful. I'm literally locked inside 24-hour fitness right now. They closed the doors and went home while I was swimming my laps in pool. Doesn't the name suggest that they stay open 24 hours? Walking around trying to figure out how to get out. I called Sandy Dispatch. They told me they'd call me back. I called my wife. She said find a comfortable place to sleep. Lol. So not only are they called 24-hour fitness, but they just didn't check that there were people there before closing? Isn't that illegal? First and foremost, that's illegal, but also really dangerous because a multitude of things could go wrong while he's there. Like a lot. If there's a fire and he's locked inside this building, he'll just die. Like, end of. When I was a kid, my sister told me that the paper strip that's in the chocolate kisses are edible, and I ate them with the chocolate for like a year. They are. Wait, for real? Why would you believe in this again? Got him. But let's pretend that the paper strips in kisses are edible. Let's just go ahead and say it's sugar paper, you know, like edible paper or something. It doesn't taste good. It doesn't. It just doesn't. So even if it was edible, and like obviously it's going to be non-toxic, they're wrapping food in it, but even if it was designed that you could eat it if you wanted, why would you? Why are you doing that? It's not good food. Just eat the chocolate and leave the paper. That's not something you want to eat, even if you can eat it. Why would you do that? Why? Kenyan official homosexual lions learnt it from copying gay tourists. Personally, I say hats off to the gay tourists who are willing to fuck in front of lions. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna take some courage. I mean, what were the Kenya officials trying to get at here? Like, those gay tourists holding hands or being with other males, because a lion is going to interpret a tourist standing there with another man or holding another man's hand as being their partner. I'm pretty sure in prides of lions, you get multiple males. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure there isn't just one male lion. So they walk with other males. How do they interpret that? Biden is a traitor. A traitor of what? What are his wares? Can I find them? What does he sell? Does he have an Etsy shop? Does Biden have an Etsy? Does he sell like little knitted hats and socks? Why is the thought of Biden selling stuff on Etsy so funny? Oh, I think I'm delirious. I think the heat's getting to me. Pizza Hut has gone full woke. Now we must make them full broke. This you? Cancel culture is ruining America. I've said it in a previous Insane People Facebook video, and I will say it again. Right-wing cancel culture, after pretending that they don't believe in cancel culture and saying that left-wing cancel culture is the worst, right-wing cancel culture is incredibly, extremely more toxic than left-wing cancel culture has ever been. There are left-wing people that take cancel culture too far, but if you look at the things that right-wing, especially alt-right-wing people do, like roadblocks and trying to dismantle entire companies, they take it so much further, so much further. There are numerous school shootings in the UK too. I can't tell if you're kidding or not. You're kidding, right? Oh, so you're saying there aren't any school shootings? There's been one, a single school shooting in 1996. Weird how that works, huh? In fact, I'm gonna get the stats, the full stats here, because I looked into this, and I've looked into this a lot, and I've used it as reference a lot. The last school shooting there has been in the UK was the Dunblane Massacre, okay, in 1996. The one that's being referred to here in Scotland. It was the deadliest mass shooting in the entirety of UK history. 17 people were killed and 15 people injured. Immediately after, the UK cracked down on gun restriction. They made it severely harder to get guns, including pistols, even shotguns you need a license to own. Since the Dunblane Massacre, there have been 2 shootings. There have been other mass murders using knives and bombs, but there have been 2 mass shootings since the Dunblane Massacre over 20 years ago. And both of them were committed using legally obtained guns. Just saying. They were not illegally obtained, they were legally obtained. Interestingly enough, the US, which has had pretty much more than one shooting every single day this year, basically all of the shootings in the last month have been perpetrated using legally obtained guns. Like, it's a really common thing where the people that are like, oh, if you make guns illegal, they'll just illegally obtain guns and still will do the same thing. Why is it then that the Uvalde shooter waited until he turned 18, was then on his birthday able to buy 2 guns and then shot up a school? Why did he wait if it was really easy for him to illegally obtain a gun? I mean, it's not like he was worried about going to prison. He was going to shoot up a school. So why is it he waited until he could get them legally? That's, it's an interesting one, isn't it? It's also a really dumb argument in general, because people obtaining things illegally does not therefore mean something should be legal. For example, heroin or meth or drugs that completely ruin people's lives are illegal, but does that mean they should be legal? People still obtain it, so maybe we should just legalize it. Murder, that's illegal, but people still murder, so let's just make murder legal then. No, you don't legalize things because criminals are still gonna do them. That's the opposite. If you make it legal to do something that is a crime, if you make killing people legal, then when people do it, you can't prosecute them for it. If you make guns illegal, you can prosecute people for illegally obtaining guns. If you make a gun illegal, it's harder to get one, it's more expensive to get one, the supply is less, the ammo is less available, and you can be arrested for owning one. Something that cannot be said for the fact that they are legal. In the hospital that was shot up recently, you know why the mass shooter wasn't identified as a mass shooter until he started shooting? It's because it was an open carry state. He was legally allowed to carry a gun in there. So no one saw anything wrong with that until he started firing, by which point it was too late. If open carry wasn't legal, everybody would have gone in lockdown before the man with the gun got into the building. I was riding in an Uber with a gay male colleague when his Grindr app notification went off on his phone. The female Uber driver said, "I know that sound. My husband plays that game all the time." Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. She's gonna have a real rough awakening from that one. That's where I'm gonna end the video, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed. I need to open my window. If you have enjoyed the content, well, how do I normally do my outros? If you have enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more content like this, then I have a Patreon in the description down below, or equally you can click that join button on the channel to support me, or you can click the thanks button on the video to give a one-time donation. By no means should you feel like you have to do any of this. I'm going to keep making content regardless. Oh, special thank you to my YouTube members and patrons: Nix, Holly Miller, Kaori Ann Mori, Chase Howard, Karen Duca, Top Shelf, L, Rennie, Dev, Thomas Penny, Emily Potter, Greyhound, Maxine Lankow, Gravity Gaia, Kelly Bock, Lucky Socks, Carolyn, The Angry Potato, Sven Arctic Fox, Outcast Jupiter, Abel Eris Winchester, Ghost Orchid, Charlie the Mad 256, Kate Cat, The Wings of Ruin, Two Lakes in a Valley, Ica Limchok, An Agent, Galley, Ronnie, Tam, Bug, Toxie Rain, Salted Denim, and Poet Blanderson for supporting the channel and supporting my content. Thank you so much, guys. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace out.